It looks like Era 8 is coming this weekend, and with it, we're getting the Sovereign Aura available to all of the players. But have you ever seen the mutated version of the Sovereign, simply known as Emperor? Well, today we're taking a look at a bunch of new auras which have been added to the Aura Curation, because we'll most likely see some of these in the upcoming update. Also, if you want the Bacha subscriber luck bonus like all of these guys have been getting, and 10,000 Robux once we reach 260,000 subscribers, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel. And we're in. Today, I have so many awesome things to show you guys. One of them is, of course, as I mentioned in the intro, the Emperor Aura, which is a mutated version of the Sovereign. And since Era 8 looks like it is actually coming this Friday, we obviously know we are getting the Sovereign Aura and a bunch of new ones. Now, today, I wanted to show you awesome new auras from the Aura Curation section, because some of these, guys, I'm not exaggerating, are absolutely incredible. So, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Let's go take a look at some auras. Okay, so this was literally posted today at 10:35 a.m. and it was posted by Blue Guy. He said, I think it's a bit too empty. And this is the Emperor Aura. Let's see if it's that empty or if it's epic. Dude, look at this thing. I honestly think this looks incredible as a Sovereign mutation. Obviously, the Sovereign Aura is blue and has gold accents to it. This is all red and it's called Emperor. I do think it could do with a little bit of work to make it slightly more different from the current Sovereign. So obviously at the top we can see there is still this big rotating crown above the chair and the two balls which are circulating around it as well. That just looks amazing, especially in red. It looks so good. And then underneath we can see the normal chair is there, but underneath the chair there is now a pentagram instead of the blue that was coming from the Sovereign Aura previously. Honestly, I think this looks incredible. Also, because it is all sewed red and my character is blue, I think the contrast would just make me look amazing whilst I'm sat down in the chair. Now this one hasn't been whitelisted yet, but it's that nice that I really hope the devs see it and whitelist it in time so that we manage to get it in the Era 8 update. By the way, if you didn't know, that's exactly how Gargantua got added into Era 7. They added it in one day before the Era 7 update, so you never know, we could be seeing Emperor in Era 8. So the next one that I have to show you guys is this one. It's called Monarch and it's a 1 in 400 million. And look at this. So this is almost like another mutation of the Sovereign Aura, but honestly, this one gets even better. Like, how did they make this? I don't have a video for it yet, but you can see what it is. It almost looks like a version of Sovereign and Impeached mixed together. So at the back, there's a giant purple ball. On the left and right side, there's purple balls that I assume they rotate around the chair. There's like a purple black hole swirl underneath the chair. And then to highlight it all off, there's a beautiful sword with a chain coming from the chair. This to me looks incredible. And as a size comparison to the Impeached, let me show you this. This is crazy. So here it is. Look at this. There's the Impeached on the left. So we can see, obviously, the Impeached has all of the balls that circulate around it. And it's already quite a big aura. But look at the Monarch Aura. What is that? Why is it so big? If that's meant to be to scale of how it would be in game, that would be absolutely insane. Is that like 5 times bigger than Impeached? That might be too big. Let's be honest. That would be too big in SOL'S RNG. It would take up the whole map. I don't know. What do you guys think? Can you picture yourself sat in the Monarch Aura, sat on top of that house? It would just be massive. It would take up the whole house. It would swallow everything. I mean, we already have Impeached, and that's the complete aura swallower. So I don't think we need another one. So those were the 2 most epic ones that I'm just super excited to potentially see in Era 8. But now I have some other ones as well that are honestly just really creative. Let me show you these ones. So this next one was posted by Rennie, and it's supposed to be a version of the Chromatic Aura. Let's take a look at it. So look at this. It's called the Chromatic STE Arium, and it's meant to be Starfall. So it's currently a 1 in 50 million, a mutated aura. And look at this. I think this looks incredible. So I think we've taken a look at this one in the past before it's been reworked. Now it's been reworked even more, but now it looks so good. So above the character, there is a big star, and that branches off into 2 other stars that almost look like they have shields on them. And then around the character, you can see the classic chromatic lines as well that are going around, and I assume they would be in time with the music as well. Now, personally, I really like this aura because we need more Starfall auras. Currently, in the Starfall biome, we have the Star Scourge and, of course, the Gargantua aura, but I feel like the difference between them is a little too big. If we could get this one as kind of like a medium in the middle, that would be amazing. And honestly, I think it looks incredible. So having it in-game, it would just suit my character perfectly. I mean, imagine the blue on blue. It would look amazing. But talking about Star Scourge, can we please rework this? I think it needs a little touch up now. Star Scourge is such a cool aura, but it just needs a little bit of work. Although it does look really good with the blue and red. And talking about reworks and mutations, here we have one that was posted by Franz, and this is supposed to be for the lunar supermoon. So let's go take a look at this. All right, so straight away you can tell it's just a lunar full moon mutation, because in the lunar full moon you do have these stars that are going around, and then also the moon above your head. Now this is a 1 in 5 million if you get a breakthrough, or it's a 1 in 500,000 if you don't. And to be honest, the lunar full moon, I think it's quite nice. I honestly don't mind it in game, although it doesn't really look like the flashiest aura. So taking a look at the lunar supermoon once again, now you can see how flashy the lunar full moon could be. With this mutation, I think it's perfect. It says here that it's a 1 in 7.5 million. The massive moon with like the orbit going around it looks incredible. And then the stars that are going around the character and the moon on the character's chest just looks so nice as well. It's just such a nice touch. Overall, I think this is an awesome aura. This could actually replace Star Scourge in how epic it looks. I mean, it's got that same kind of vibe to it in my head, but I just really like the ball above the character's head. It honestly looks like a moon. It actually looks like a moon. It looks so good. Okay, so moving on to aura curation now in the Discord server, and we'll go down the list here and just take a look at some of these, because a lot of these will get whitelisted just before the Era 8 update. So the first one is called Duality, and it's created by WY4. It's being given the pros of the crescents on the top orb are cool. I like how the body aura is divided. The animation is also nice. All right, well, let's go take a look at the pros and judge for ourselves. It did get given a rating of 6 out of 10 as well, so it's not really the best, but let's go see. Okay, so this is it so far. You know what? I feel like if this was like a 1 in 500,000, I mean, we just saw the lunar full moon, and in my opinion, this looks cooler than the lunar full moon. So it's called Duality, and it'll be called Duality because obviously you're on fire at the bottom, and then you've got this kind of cool galaxy thing. So it's kind of like a 50-50 aura. And as far as I'm aware, we don't actually have any 50-50 auras yet in SOL'S RNG, so this could be a pretty cool addition. It would just have to be somewhere in the hundreds of thousands rather than the millions. I mean, if you gave it like a 1 in 600,000, I'd be happy with that. Put that in Era 8. I actually like it. A 6 out of 10, that's a little too harsh. Next up, we have an aura called Unseen by Prism. And the dev said there is not too much to note about this aura. While it does a few promising things, it's tied back by the lack of polish and lack of good layering texture mixing. 1.5 out of 10? What? Wait a second. Is it really that bad? Wait, is this it? Huh? I think this looks awesome. Is this just me? I think this is super creative. The little eyes that are popping up and blinking, and the way that you're holding your head down as your character. That looks so cool. I like the whole monochromatic feature of it as well. It could definitely be added into the null biome. I don't know, man. Giving it a 1.5 out of 10, that seems really harsh. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Does that deserve a 1.5 out of 10? I would give it at least like a 5 out of 10. So next up, we're going to take a look at an aura that I don't want to take any credit for this, but I actually told one of the creators, can they make the aura different? And that's for the virtual aura in SOL'S RNG. Now, we all know the virtual aura is pretty cool, but these side panels kind of suck. So, Super Wi-Fi asked me about a month ago, is there any aura I would change in SOL'S RNG? And I actually said, change the virtual aura, please. It needs more work. So this is what Super Wi-Fi has come up with. So this is the virtual rework by Super Wi-Fi, Frey, and Endo. And it's being given a rating of 8.75 out of 10. So we know it's already good. And of course, because it was created by Super Wi-Fi, we already knew it was going to be good. So let's take a look at it. This is it. A 1 in 2.5 million. So the rarity is not changed. But look at this. Okay, how much better is this? It still has those 2D panels, but now it just looks so much cooler because there's just way more going on. The cube at the top has a rotating ball around it, which is also leaving a little trail. The panels are actually moving up and down. There's a little globe at the bottom as well. It looks like you're actually connected into some sort of a system and you're looking at screens. This way more represents the idea of you being in a virtual plane. At this point, you guys already know, but anytime I say Super Wi-Fi on this channel, you know it's going to be one of the best auras you've ever seen. Next up, we have one that's already been whitelisted and will most likely definitely be added into Era 8, and that is Sunken by Cruffle. It's been given a 10 out of 10, very awesome aura. It might be a bit too big though. So, you know this was going to be an Era 8. I mean, it's been given a 10 out of 10, guys. How could you not add this aura? And this is it. So, I believe this is the cutscene for it. It looks like 3 seals that come up. Are those seals? They kind of look like seals. A 1 in 500 million called Sunken. And look at this. I mean, I've already got the Abyssal Hunter in game, but this blows it out of the water. No pun intended. Look at that. Does it have an ability as well? It shoots these massive water cannonballs out of the top sphere as well that's above the character. This is just amazing. This might be one of the coolest auras that I've seen. And I feel like I say that all the time, but this one is so creative. It's honestly just the Abyssal Hunter, but on steroids. It looks so good. I mean, if we compare it directly with the Abyssal Hunter is cool, but once we look at the other aura, it's just so much bigger, and it just has so much more going on. Like, look at the Abyssal Hunter. Look at these little fish. They would get eaten alive by those massive whales that were swirling around. Let me know what you guys think. Would you want to see Sunken in Era 8? Do you think it should be a 1 in 500 million? Because honestly, maybe it could be even a little higher. Am I getting crazy? I might be getting crazy right now. Next up, we have one called Dynamic Force, and it was created by Atlas. Now, this one's being given a 6.8 out of 10. What? Okay, that's not too high then. Let's go take a look at it and judge for ourselves. So this is the aura. Oh, whoa. Okay, so it already has... Whoa! Oh, so that's like the starting animation when you equip the aura. It punches the ground, and then these chains come out, and it swirls around you. Dude, this looks amazing. Are you kidding me? 6.8 out of 10? Why? Can anyone tell me why this is a 6.8 out of 10? Oh, it has a cape as well. It has a cape coming off the character, which kind of looks like a fiery cape. There are 4 balls rotating around the character. Then there's 2 bigger balls going around from chains on top of another big ball, which are attached by little diamonds as well. Okay, so this is what happens when you equip the aura, I believe. Or is this an ability? So it builds up, and then it shoots down. Oh, I think that's the ability for it. Dude, I love the fact that people are making abilities for auras already. That makes them even cooler. That's awesome. Whichever dev said that was a 6 out of 10, you guys are crazy. I would give that like a 9 out of 10. Are you kidding me? I thought that was so good. Now, next up, we have one called Weaver, and this was created by Skibbity Rizzler. Dude, please change your name. It's being given a 7.85 out of 10. So let's take a look at it. This is Weaver. Wow, okay. This is a way calmer aura. So it's a 1 in 750,000, which I actually think is acceptable. I mean, the Kaithite is a 1 in 800,000. So this looks pretty good to me. I like the purple. I like the little flowers and leaves that are coming off of it as well. I like that you're holding your hand out. That little thing at the front where it's kind of rotating around from your hand, that looks awesome. And then obviously the trail as well that's bringing the leaves in. Overall, I think this is a really cool aura. It ties in together really nicely. Yeah, that one, as a 1 in 750,000, I think it's perfect. I mean, we do have the Kaithite. Look at this. This is a 1 in 850,000. And I don't think the Weaver is as epic as Kaithite because it doesn't have this kind of anime aura, but it's definitely a nice calming aura. I actually still really like it. And as the very last one we're going to cover today, this is Hydro, and it was created by Upscroll. The dev did say solid effort on the aura. I still don't think it's a passing rate yet. What? Honestly, I swear the devs are going crazy. So this is a 7.5 out of 10. Let's go take a look at it. Does it deserve a higher rating? Oh, okay, so this is it. It's a 1 in 1.5 million. You know what? I would actually agree with the devs. I think this is really cool. I think it's very clean. I like the fish going around. I really like the water effects. The water effects are epic. We've not seen anything like this yet. That's really creative. But overall, I would rate it about the same. 7.5 out of 10 makes sense. But I will say, though, one other thing that I really like, I like the star at the top. It looks different. It looks unique. A lot of stars above the characters tend to look quite similar, but this one up here at the top looks different. It does look obviously like it has a more of a water effect, but I don't know. It just looks kind of different to me. It looks like it's shining differently. So I do like the aura. 7.5 out of 10, though, is probably the acceptable amount. So that's all of the auras that we're going to cover in today's video, and honestly, one of these will definitely be in Era 8, or multiple of these will be in Era 8. Let me know which ones you guys would be the most excited for, and as always, if you want the Bacha subscribe luck bonus and to keep up with all the SOL'S RNG content, just make sure you're subscribed to the channel.